Welcome to level 5. In this video we're going to be going over equations in the form ax equals b plus cx. And once again, what this means is x is going to be the variable that we're trying to solve, and a, b, and c can be any integers. For example, the equation could be 3x, meaning a would have a value of 3, equals 2 plus 6x. So b would have a value of 2, and c would have a value of positive 6. Another example with some negative numbers would mean perhaps a would be negative 3, so it'd be negative 3x. b could have a value of negative 6, and c could have a value of, let's say, negative 10, so it'd be minus 10x. So there's a couple types of questions that you'll be looking over in this video. So let's go ahead and take a look at an example from the handout, and I'll explain how you solve it. Okay, so let's look at question number 1. It is 4x equals 4 plus 2x. So first I want you to think about the context of what this is really saying. What this is saying is that 4 times a number is going to be the same thing as 4 plus 2 times that exact same number. So we could even play around and experiment with some numbers to see what works. For example, we could try, well, what happens if x equals 1? So, let me switch back the pen. So if x was 1, then our equation would be 4 times 1 equals 4 plus 2 times 1. And if we were to solve that, we would get 4 equals 4 plus 2, which is 6. So obviously 4 and 6 are not the same thing, so x is not equal to 1. But you get the idea. I mean, you could just take wild guesses and try and figure out what the answer is to this, but that could be a huge waste of time. So it's better to actually know how to do it algebraically. It'd be a big time saver. So let me show you the way to actually solve this. Just give me a second. Okay. So the very first thing you need to do is move all of your x terms to the same side of the equation. First of all, remember that we've got the equal sign that separates the left and right side. And as you can see right now, we've got an x term on the left side and we have an x term on the right side. And that's a problem. We want all of our x's to be on the same side. So how do we do that? Well, we can eliminate one of them by doing the opposite. So if it's being added, you would subtract. If it was being subtracted, you would add it. So what we're going to do is actually get rid of this plus 2x by subtracting 2x from both sides. Essentially what that does is this would become 0. They cancel out. 2 times anything minus 2 times anything would guarantee to be 0 no matter what. So those are going to cancel out. Now if we write down what we're left with, if you remember from our polynomials unit, 4x minus 2x would become 2x's. It's just the coefficient that's changing, not the variable. And 2x equals 4. Now this is nice and simple to solve. We know that 2 times 2 is 4, so x would equal 2. And it's worth just double checking our answer. So back to the original equation of 4x equals 4 plus 2x. If I were to replace, if I were to replace x with our answer, which is 2, I would get 8 on the left side, that's 4 times 2, and on the right side I would do 4 plus 2 times 2, which is the same thing as 4 plus 4, which is also 8. So since both the left and right side are equal to each other, we know we've got the right answer. Alright, let's go ahead and try another one. Let's go over here. how about we do question number, let's look at question number 6. It says 9x equals 60 minus 11x. So once again, we've got a problem here. We've got x's on both sides of the equation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to eliminate the x's over here by doing the opposite. So since it's being subtracted, I'm going to add 11x. Now I'll do the same thing to both sides of the equation. So those are going to cancel out there, and so we'll be just left with 60 on this side. And then on the left side, if we do 9x plus 11x, we'll get 20x. Finally, to get rid of this 20, we would divide by 20 on both sides of the equation. Going to cancel those out, and you'd be left with x equals 3. And we'll double check our answer real quick here. On the left side, we've got 9 times x, which is 3, as we figured out. And let me just scroll up a bit here. 9 times 3 is actually 27. And on the right side, we have 60 minus 11x, which we figured out was 3. And 11 times 3 is 33, so really it's just 60 minus 33. And if we subtract that, we would in fact get 27, which is what we were going for. So we get the same answer on both sides of the equation there. All right. So let's take a look at a couple more. Let's do some ones that involve some more negative numbers. Okay. Dang it. How about question number, let's say, 15. So question 15 is negative 4x equals 8 minus 2x. So same idea as before. We've got x's on both sides. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of this minus 2x by doing the opposite. It's going to add 2x. And what that'll do is cancel that out. So we'll have only x's on our left side of the equation here. And if we do negative 4x plus 2x, you would get negative 2x. And that's going to equal 8 on this side. Finally, we're going to get rid of this negative 2 by dividing both sides by negative 2. So that cancels those out. And we'll be left with x equals 8 divided by negative 2, and that gets us, negative 4. Okay, so let's double check our answer real quick. On the left side, we'd have negative 4 times negative 4, which is positive 16. And on the right side, we have 8 minus 2 times x, which we figured out was negative 4. And if we multiply these together, we would get 8, and they're both negative, so it's going to be plus 2 times 4, which is 8, and 8 plus 8 is in fact 16, so we've definitely done it right. We've got the same answer on both sides. All right, real quick here, let's do one more question. Let's check out one of the hardest ones near the end here. How about number 9? Let's do question 18. And it is negative 12x equals 50 minus 7x. Alright, so first thing we need to do, I'm going to get rid of this minus 7x by adding 7x to both sides, canceling those out, and we've got our equals 50 here. On the left side, negative 12 plus 7 is negative 5, so it'll be negative 5x. Okay, last step, we need to get rid of this negative 5 by dividing by negative 5, canceling those out, and we get an answer of x equals 50 divided by negative 5, and that would be negative 10. Real quick, let's double check that answer. On the left side, we would be doing negative 12 times negative 10, which is positive 120. And on the left side, we'd be doing 50 minus 7 times negative 10, And again, since these are both negative, it would be adding 7 times 10, which is 70. And 50 plus 70 is, in fact, 120. So we've got the same answer on both sides. So we've got the correct answer. Alright, that is it for this video. Hopefully that helps. If you have any questions, let me know. Good luck.